70% of cat owners say their cat has never had worms. But you might be surprised to know that the gutworms that are present in our pets have very few and sometimes even no symptoms. Typically, all kittens and puppies have roundworms. They're passed on to them through their mother's milk. Additionally, puppies are also infected by roundworm even before they've left the womb. So it's important that all new kittens and puppies are wormed regularly to prevent these unwelcome freeloaders from causing illness and spreading infection further. Roundworm eggs can be picked up from the environment by pets of any age on snuffling noses or by sticking to paws, and then swallowed during grooming. Roundworm eggs can stay infective in the environment for up to 2 years. Roundworms cause a very real threat to human health, especially when ingested by children. Instead of the worm larvae ending up in the gut, as they would in a cat or dog, they can end up in the lungs or even in the brain. Infection has been linked to eye disorders and even blindness. Tapeworms look like flat, segmented ribbons, in fact very like a tape measure, and it's these segments that end up in a pet's faeces. Once the segments dry, they burst open, releasing thousands of eggs into the environment. These are then picked up by a so-called intermediate host, which could be a rodent, a grazing animal, or even a flea larva. These host animals then continue through their own lives with the tiny developing tapeworm inside them. Your pet becomes infected by eating the host animal, either through raw meat or through hunting or by grooming a flea or a louse. The tiny tapeworm is then released into your pet's gut to grow into an adult and to continue reproducing. The expelled segments of the tapeworm that's carried by fleas look like tiny grains of rice, and because these are able to wriggle around, they can cause irritation to a pet's back end. It's often forgotten that when a pet has contact with fleas, it's at risk of a tapeworm infestation. So whenever considering treatment for fleas, also consider treatment for worms at the same time. If you're planning a holiday to an unfamiliar part of the UK or even further afield to Europe, you need to make sure that the wormer that you use treats all the different types of worms that your pet is likely to encounter. You can ask your specialist pet retailer or your vet for further advice. Preventing worms is easy to do at home. Bayer for Wormclear is a vet-strength, meaty-flavoured tablet given once every 3 months to prevent worms in your pets and protect your family from infestation. It's effective against all the common intestinal worms in the UK and even most of the uncommon ones. It's incredibly important to know how much your cat or dog weighs before administering the product. Using the instructions on pack, you can find the correct dose for your pet. Wormclear is a tasty, meaty flavour, so it shouldn't be hard to give. However, sometimes with cats, it can be easier to disguise the tablet in a treat or in food. Pets can be reinfected with worms at any time. It's important to maintain a regular treatment programme to ensure they never reach numbers that can harm your pet.